Hello and welcome to QuickTale English. Today we share a shocking story about a moment that changed the life and health of the biggest pop star in the world, Michael Jackson, and the Pepsi Fire. The year was 1984. This was the golden age for Michael Jackson. His album, Thriller, was the best-selling album in history. He was the undisputed king of pop. He was famous, loved, and known all over the world. Michael was 25 years old. Because of his immense success, Michael signed a very large and important contract with the company Pepsi. The contract was worth $5 million, which was a huge amount of money at that time. Pepsi wanted Michael to film a series of advertisements, commercials, to promote their drink, connecting their brand to his energy and talent. The commercials were not simple. They were big productions with many dancers, lights, and special effects, including fire and sparks, which are called pyrotechnics. The day of the accident was January 27, 1984. The location was the Shrine Auditorium in Los Angeles, California. This was a famous place used for big events. The set for the commercial was complicated. There were many cameras, lights, and a short, steep staircase where Michael had to dance down to meet a crowd of young, excited fans. Michael's younger brothers, the group The Jacksons, were also there. They were filming the commercial together. The feeling in the auditorium was very high. Everyone was excited to see the star dance. The director needed one final perfect take. This take was the grand finale of the commercial. Michael had to come down the stairs, and when he reached the bottom, fireworks, or pyrotechnics, were supposed to go off on both sides of the stage. This would create a great visual effect for the television ad. They filmed the scene 5 times. Each time was good, but the director wanted to be sure. Then they prepared for take 6. Michael was ready. The music started. He began dancing down the staircase, moving with his famous, incredible energy. The moment was perfect. But in take 6, something went terribly wrong. The people responsible for the pyrotechnics made a dangerous mistake. The pyrotechnic charges, the small explosives that create the sparks and fire, went off too early. They were supposed to fire when Michael reached the very bottom of the stairs. Instead, they fired when Michael was only halfway down the stairs. The explosions happened directly over his head. His hair, which was long, thick, and treated with special hair products, caught fire instantly. Michael continued dancing for a few seconds. He did not realize his hair was burning. He was concentrating on his performance. He was moving quickly, making it difficult for anyone to see the problem immediately. The flames grew quickly. They became large and very visible. His brothers and the crew realized the terrible danger. The moment Michael reached the bottom of the stage, the flames were covering the back of his head. He spun around, trying to finish the dance. A large portion of his hair and scalp, the skin on his head, was burning. The confusion was immediate. Crew members rushed onto the stage. They grabbed fire extinguishers and used blankets to put out the fire on his head. The fire was finally extinguished, but the damage was already very serious. Michael was in shock, a state of extreme surprise and distress. He felt a terrible, intense pain. Michael was rushed immediately to Cedars-Sinai Medical Center in Los Angeles, California. The doctors quickly assessed his injuries. He had third-degree burns on his scalp, which is the most severe type of burn. The damage was deep and very painful. Later, he was moved to the burn unit at Brotman Medical Center for specialized treatment. The treatment for third-degree burns is long, difficult, and extremely painful. It often requires skin grafts, taking skin from one part of the body to cover the burned area. The whole world heard the news immediately. The tragedy became a huge story. Pepsi publicly apologized and expressed deep concern for Michael's health. The physical injuries from the fire eventually healed, but the pain did not go away easily. The severe burns on his scalp caused persistent, intense pain for a long time. This is the moment that, according to many reports, forever changed Michael Jackson's life. To manage the constant and unbearable pain from the injuries and the recovery surgeries, Michael was prescribed very strong painkillers, medicine to stop pain. This marked the beginning of his dependence on prescription medication, a struggle that would last for the rest of his life. The burns also left permanent scars on his head. This physical change is also frequently cited as a major reason why Michael later underwent many surgeries to change his appearance, trying to hide the damage and pain he experienced that day. The high-energy commercial shoot, meant to symbolize his status as the king of pop, became the turning point that introduced deep pain and complex health struggles into his life. The day that should have been a celebration of his success became a moment of terrible trauma. The price of fame was suddenly very high. The images of Michael Jackson's head on fire became a shocking memory, a reminder of the unexpected danger that can hide behind the lights of show business. Thank you for joining QuickTale English. Subscribe for more stories about true historical events and the lives of famous people. And continue practicing your B1 English. See you next time.